Well, new data out today from Tech Board reveals that climate tech has attracted around $1.1 billion in funding in the 2023 financial year. Climate Salad is already looking for the next generation of startups, selecting 21 companies for the first cohort of its Climate Salad Global Growth Program. To tell us about it and them, Mick Liubinskas joins me now.
Okay,
Mick,
Simon, how you going?
Well, thanks, mate. Great to have you on the show. I mean, good news. We had some confirmation in that analysis from Tech Board that investors are backing the business. Tell us a little bit about where you are with Climate Salad and what you're doing with this new global growth program.
Yeah, thanks. Building on, I think, some of the comments of your previous guests as well, I think that there's both the optimism of being at the past the bottom and heading now to some good growth, and also the absolute clear requirement of us to be building climate solutions. So I think that every day that goes by, whether it's heat waves, floods, sea level rise, fires, etc., the problem is getting clearer and clearer, and the same data that's being reinforced by the scientists and 99% of basically common sense people. So I think it's great timing to be really thinking about this opportunity. And what we wanted to do was to try to add something different to the ecosystem. We already saw that Energy Lab and Startup Bootcamp and some of the others were doing really great job with good programs. And we thought, where is a gap? Where is one of the hardest things to do? What can we lean into with our experience that could actually make a difference in the growth? And whilst everyone does a little bit of this, we wanted to really lean into and specialize in international expansion. And that's the whole purpose of this global growth program, is recognizing that some of these companies, even though they may have raised capital and have good products and some early revenue, international expansion for climate tech and hardware is much harder, much more capital intense. So we're basically just putting a bigger, stronger support network around these companies and helping them go and get lots of international customers.
Well, we mentioned with Dr. Kate Cornick last week, LaunchVic has backed you, the New South Wales Department of Environment as well. So you've got some pretty heavy hitters making sure this succeeds. What are you hoping to achieve from these startups? Are they on their way to becoming unicorns?
Look, less important than the unicorns is actually the environmental impact, but absolutely we've got to achieve both. We won't do, there's no environmental sustainability without financial sustainability. So the best thing we can do is actually help these companies get real customers and that'll hopefully attract talent and capital along the way. So that's the proof of the pudding. We need to be sitting here a year from now. We'll book in a session with you, Simon, on the Friday. And I want to be talking excitedly about how all these companies have actually got more international customers, international revenue, and are on their way to achieving their full potential. So yeah, that's the big goal. Is we run this program for sort of 9-12 months, and that's again recognition that for hardware-based climate tech companies, it just takes longer to go and get customers and grow.
Mate, again, with the Startup Daily Best in Tech Awards, I'm thrilled to see that some of the companies you've selected are also finalists in our awards. Do you think Australia brings a unique flavour and approach to dealing with these particular issues that sort of creates a great opportunity for us here to take it to the world?
Yeah, look, there's no doubt we've got an incredible depth of talent and experience in areas such as agriculture and technology, energy and technology, and we're also just emerging in some really strong areas. That the largest cohort in our Climate Salad community and also in this global growth program is in circular economy. So there's and we're leading the way globally with that. So I think that our view is always whatever the founders' passion is and something they want to solve for the long term, as long as it's solving a big environmental problem, we're happy to support them. So whether it's as complex as Sakona batteries, Pyrochar, Rainstick, Planet Protector, or whether it is something core in terms of what we already spend our time on, like energy and infrastructure, I think that we want to build a bit of some speciality, but also just follow these incredible founders.
Do you end up a little bit like me where I'm wishing I was a billionaire and sort of handing them all very large checks because they are such an amazing bunch of ideas? What's the reaction been like in the market for these businesses?
Look, it's just the start of the program. We've got to go and get in and do the hard work and actually generally help them grow. And we do that through the team at Climate Salad, helping them, plus a group of mentors and partners. And Stefan leads that amongst the rest of the team. And we have partners with KPMG, AWS, Main Sequence, and others. So we really work with a lot of people to help these companies grow. But absolutely, I've got what surprised us most actually is that more than half the companies are at a scale-up phase. We thought we'd be really helping early stage companies, but we recognise that these companies, even though they may have raised capital and have some good progress, generally international expansion in climate tech is still actually developing. So for that reason, I think actually they're massively undervalued as an asset class, because whilst we can see the problem coming, the world hasn't fully valued climate solutions. So I absolutely will want to continue to invest in the climate tech space. And I think the real exciting thing actually is we're seeing is as that report showed, it's same with Cut Through Ventures, it's the highest area of interest, and it's following through now with actual investment. And that has gone from just angels through to some VCs, though I'd like more. And the other thing with it, which we're really seeing now, is family offices. As the generational wealth changes from one generation to the other, they're combining the investment understanding with the understanding of this big problem. So that's exciting to see.
Okay, so this first cohort's kicked off. It's a 9-month program, so very much a long haul, but you're not mucking around because applications are going to open in January for the next cohort. For any startup climate tech founders who are watching right now and hearing about this, what should they do to get involved?
Yeah, look, it's a massive fee of $100 at the moment, although we're thinking about raising the price a little bit. So get in while you can to join Climate Salad, and that just gets you in as a part of the community. You get content and webinars and support anyway. So that's the entry point in terms of into this program. We're also not sitting still. I'll be heading to New York with about 15 companies supported by Investment New South Wales. In about 3 weeks. And then a week after that, we're taking another 10 companies to UK and Europe to go and get customers as well. So we do the combination of the Global Growth Program plus trade missions. And we also will just work every day in our community to help these companies grow. So jump on Climate Salad, join up. And also, if you're a mentor or an investor, or you're just passionate about climate technology, you can be a member as well and just be a part of this growing community.
Mick, always great to catch up with you, always inspired by the stories and, of course, the support you give to the startups involved. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Simon.